straddled it and I just hit it. Oh, crap. Anyway, I'm heading in to do that because it's a fasting blood work, so it's like, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning. I planned on getting up earlier, but I didn't. I have a hard time getting up early in the mornings. I don't know if anybody else with lupus or any kind of autoimmune disease struggles with that too, but it's just like I don't feel good when I wake up and I'm exhausted. I feel like I haven't slept very much, and last thing I want to do is get up. But anyway, so I'm starving and I'm having to go get this blood work done, and I have a hard time going without eating very long, especially in the morning, because I get very sick and weak and stuff. So I'm trying to get over there, get it done, and then go get something to eat so that hopefully I stay coherent and everything is okay. But so it's gonna takes about 20-25 minutes to get there. So that's what I'm doing this morning, and I will update you later. Okay, I'm sorry about the lighting. It's bad, I know, but I'm done. Got my blood drawn, so now I can go, and I gotta go to the store for my mom, get couple things. So I'm just gonna run down to all of these real quick, which is literally right down the road from where the place is to get your blood tested and everything. So go in there, get my stuff done. Maybe I can find something that's on my diet to eat so that I don't get sick on the way home. But I'm actually doing okay. Like, kind of surprised that I'm not like shaking and horribly sick, but I know that if I don't get something soon, I will get there. So I am hopefully gonna find something. Okay, so this is what I had to get. I get these because they don't have a bunch of crap in them and I can actually eat them, and I love cereal, so I got that. Got some more milk. Almond milk is what I drink so that I can have that. I also make a snack with this, like a savory snack, which is really good. And got some low carb tortillas for my mom, and I do use some myself every once in a while. And then I got some eggs, and I got some raspberries for me to eat on my way home to hopefully keep my sugar up until I can get home to get something real to eat. So that's what I got. What is it? Did you find me? Yeah, you found me? Are you so proud of yourself? Yeah, you're so proud of yourself. Oh my goodness, you found me, huh? Okay, so next step in my day is going to be to change my bed out because it's that time. So I'm going to do that and probably do a little speed right through it, and then we'll move on to everything else. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you said high five. Good job. Lots and lots of dishes. So that's next on the list, is to get the dishes done so I have room to finish up everything else. So something I wanted to show you is these bowls. I got them at the dollar store yesterday, and they were $2. I don't know if you can see. Yep, $2. And they're just, you know, they're kind of heavy. I'm assuming they're glass. I don't know. I'm sure they're glass, but anyway, they're really cute, and I got them because my bunnies, you know, my babies are now eating out of bowls and the feeders and stuff, but there's so many of them they can't all get into the feeder, so I have bowls in there, and I don't have enough for them and for all my other bunnies that I keep like ice water in during the summer. So I got me a couple of these from the dollar store so that I can have some decent sized bowls that they can't tip over super easily for them to eat out of. And okay, so we use this powdered dishwasher soap from Young Living, and you can put, look up where you can see, you can put 1.5 to 2 scoops in there. I normally do 1.5. Okay, so the ones I'm making, they're called Real Deal Chocolate Chip Cookies. You can see them, and this is the book they're in, Against All Grain with Daniel Walker. And let's get started. Okay, so to start, I've already got the oven preheating at 350. And the first thing we're going to do is put our shortening and eggs in the food processor. Okay, so I just put my eggs and my shortening, palm shortening, in my food processor, and I'm doubling the recipe, so it's 2 eggs and 1/2 cup of palm shortening. So now that I've done that, I'm going to add, normally I would use coconut sugar, but I'm out of coconut sugar at the moment. I didn't realize that. So I'm going to use Truhanov in the place of that tablespoon. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 2 tablespoons for a regular, but since I'm doubling it, it's going to be 4 tablespoons, which is 1/4 of a cup, or 1/4 of a cup, whatever. That in there. Okay, and we're going to use honey, but when you use the honey, you're going to want to use the light colored raw honey. You don't want to use just the regular, let me show you, like honey from a bear, like that. You don't want to use that because it's going to, I mean, okay, you could use it. It's just going to change the texture and maybe the flavor of your cookies, but the light colored raw honey is the better one to use in these, and that's normally what she uses in all her recipes, Daniel Walker. So we've got that. Let's see. I need 2 tablespoons. So I need 1/4 cup of this as well. And what I'm going to do is I used 1/4 cup to put my shortening in there. I just used 2/4 cup in order to get my half. And I'm just going to use that. And this stuff is kind of thick, so I'm going to need a spatula. But by using the same one that I used my palm shortening in, it will cause the honey to just run right out instead of sticking to everything. So much easier. A lot of times when I'm doing honey and I'm using a measuring cup or spoon or whatever, I spray it, my measuring utensil, before I put my honey in there, because it's 10 times easier just to let it run out, and there's not as much of a mess and a headache with the honey. So okay, so that's the 1/4 cup of the honey, and I'm going to use vanilla, which we make our homemade vanilla as well. We put the vanilla beans, and I think it's not vodka. Is it vodka? I don't remember. Now I gotta go find out. So just pour a little in there. I guess there is a measuring. I think it's 2 teaspoons, but so we'll put a little more. I never measure my vanilla. I just pour a little in there and say it's vanilla. I mean, come on. Okay, so smells so good. Okay, process this for 30 seconds. Something's wrong. You're not going in there like you're supposed to. I know you're in there, right? So it's later. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Something is off. Oh, I was putting it in the wrong direction. Wow, you'd think I've never cooked before. Gee whiz. Okay, so now that I have processed that, we're going to add all our dry ingredients. The first thing we're going to do is the almond flour, blanched almond flour. And I like the one that's ground pretty fine. I don't like that one that's got chunks in it. So, no thank you. So, we're going to need 1.5 cups. So that's going to be 3 cups to double the recipe. Clarifying, this is not the container it comes in. It normally comes in a bag, but this is actually a collagen container, and we just use it for storing other stuff to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so there is our 3 cups of almond flour. Now we're going to put in 1/4 cup of coconut flour, or 2 tablespoons if you weren't doubling right. Okay, I need 1/4 cup. Oh, I'm out of here. So, 1/4 cup. Okay, and then I need a teaspoon of baking soda. Sea salt, and then we'll process that again for 30 seconds. I made a mess. I am the messiest cook. So you will notice when you first start processing it, it looks like you're good and mixed up, but the longer you process it, the coconut flour will actually start to absorb some of the moisture, and it'll come together and not be quite as runny. It's gonna be sticky. I mean, it's a paleo cookie, so it's gonna be a little bit sticky. The dough is. That's just any paleo cookie, but you do want to let it process the full 30 seconds, and then scrape down the sides and process a little bit more if you need to. Okay, see if I can show you here. So you can kind of see it came together more like a dough rather than before. It was kind of a little bit softer and runny and whatever, but it absorbs it in there. And now we're going to take my little thing. I need a rag. Okay, I had to go get me a rag to keep I like to keep my hands clean in my workspace because I am messy. It's okay, you know? I mean, messy cooks normally cook the best, right? If there's not a mess, then it's not going to be very good. At least that's what I tell myself. Okay. So now, I'm going to take it off this. And you can put it in another bowl if that makes life easier to mix it up or not, but for me, I'm just going to leave it in here and deal with it because I don't want to dirty another dish. I just finished dishes and I don't want to wash them more than I have to. So, some of these chocolate chips. And I'm just using, these are not the normal ones I would use. There's a couple different brands actually that I like, but these are the ones that I have at the moment. I really don't know why I don't have the ones that I normally get, but these are also really good. They're just great value, but they're the dark chocolate chips organic. And those are really good. I like them. They don't have any crap in them except they do have, but organic cane sugar and stuff for the sweetener, which I like that better than just white sugar. So, but these are good too, but they're not as healthy for you. I don't even know. Unsweetened chocolate cane sugar, so it has soy in it, which isn't the best, but I need to use them up and just get them out of the pantry, so that is not strong enough. Let me see what I That's better. Nice wooden spoon. Okay, so let's try to stir all that chocolate up in there. And chocolate makes everything better. I like lots of chocolate in my chocolate chip cookies. I don't want a cookie and in there that doesn't have any chocolate in it. I mean, what's the point of that, you know? And so I try to make sure I put plenty of chocolate in there. I think it calls for 1/4 of a cup of dark chocolate pieces and then 1/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. Normally you use the dairy-free and whatever, it depends on what you're trying to stay away from and everything, but for the moment I'm just going to do this. I don't want, see, these are smaller chocolate chips than the Ghirardelli. Ghirardelli are a little bit bigger, so I'm going to put some of these smaller ones in there too. Mix that up. It's getting work. I'm getting nauseated. I'm like, anytime I'm up and around doing stuff, normally after a little bit I get nauseated and start getting weak and tired and hurting and whatever. And right now my pain level is, it's not too bad, but I'm really getting nauseated. Oh, I buy these at like the dollar store. You can buy them at Walmart. They're sugar-free, no calories or anything. They're probably, I don't know, not the best for you, but when I don't want sugar from like a Sprite and I'm really nauseated, I like these. Plus, whenever we drink them, I fill it back with water and I freeze them. And so I use that to give my bunnies ice bottles for them to lay up against when it's really hot. So, anyway, back on what we're doing. Cookies. So now that I've gotten my sheets, and we use these silicone mats, I put on there, that way I don't have to worry about greasing my pans, and I can literally just wash my mat and put my pan back away. Love it. So, and I think you can get those just off Amazon. So, go. You can make these as big or as small as you want. You just might have to adjust the cook time accordingly. Our oven already cooks a little bit slower than, like, not as hot as other ovens. It's old, but we make it work. So I normally end up having to cook mine a little bit longer than it says in the recipe. But I'm also making these a little bit smaller. Okay, so now that we've got them all dipped up and smashed, they're going in the oven. I think it's 10 minutes. Let me look. Yep. So 10 minutes in the oven, and then I'll show you what they look like after. Okay, so now that they've come out of the oven, they're lightly brown. You don't want to over bake them because they won't be as good. They're going to be kind of lighter, and I'll show you a close up here in just a second of what they're supposed to look like. But they've been sitting here for about 5-10 minutes, and now I'm going to move them over onto my cooling rack to finish cooling. Okay, so they're all on the cooling rack. They look absolutely scrumptious. I'll show you one close. These stay soft. Like some gluten-free stuff, after a few days or even a day, it gets hard. These don't. They stay very soft, very moist. You can freeze them too if you want. Just make sure you put parchment paper in between them because they will stick together. But oh my goodness, they're so good. Make sure to try that recipe out. Really good. Good? No, don't chew on the phone. Chew on the wood. Look at this, I got you a piece of wood. Yeah. This side? Well, you're awfully picky. Say hi to the camera. You saying hi? Yeah. Lighting is so bad. They smell so good. Update on all my mini Rex. They are 4 weeks old today. Sweetie. They're sleeping. I'm interrupting nap time. Well, here's the new additions. These are little Dutch babies. They're so shiny. So precious. Mama's letting them here. It's a little bit warmer today, so they're out in the front. Or in the other side. That's their nest. She pulled so much hair. I was shocked how much hair she pulled. But it's a little bit warmer, so they've come out here to get a little more air. Oh, see, baby. Finally got him. Come on, here we go. Can you get that, please? Look at the camera. Hey, hey guys, I think that's all the time I have left. Somebody's tickling me. If you enjoyed that, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram to see behind the scenes content, and I share pretty well daily on my Instagram, so don't forget to go there and subscribe to that, or to follow me on that, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. You want to say bye, Button? Buttons? Did it say bye? It's like, no, I'm too interested in escaping. Huh? You interested in escaping?